Everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Happy Friday. Welcome to day 11 of my 2021 holiday card series. I'm so excited to have you here with me today. Hopefully you will only see this one more time and then you will see something a little different going forward. But in today's video, we are using the Doodlebug Christmas Magic odds and ends, chit chats, and paper pad to create 3 more cards. If you missed it, I believe it was day 6. So just last Monday, day 6, I made slimline cards using the die cuts, and we also used dies. In this video, we're just using our trimmer. So all you need is a paper trimmer, cardstock, pattern paper, adhesive, and then the odds and ends and the chit chats, or whatever collection that you're going to use. So yeah, I'm so excited to have you join me here today. And these cards are going to be a regular A2 size card. So okay, let's head over to the craft table. We'll get started. These are quick and simple and something that you can bang out in 5 or 6 minutes, I promise. So let's head over to the craft table and we'll get started. So I had an idea for this first card. I wanted to use this kind of hot chocolate cup. It's got a gingerbread in it and it's got a candy cane in it. And I thought, oh, cookies for Santa would be cute. And then I was like, I don't want the gingerbread to die. Only I would think of something like this, right? So I went ahead and added, these are just some scrap papers that I had left over. I went ahead and adhered those together. And now I am adding a red piece of paper to the green. I'm gonna cut that out and give it a little bit of a border. There's no die cutting in this video, so you're just gonna see me use my paper trimmer. I'm sorry that it's off frame, but I have to be able to see what I'm doing. As I mentioned in the last video, you may hear Roxy in the background. She is sitting outside the door. She's desperate to come in, but she is mad at me. So she's eating all the plastic or chewing on all the plastic. And there's a lot of plastic in this craft room. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna go give her some loves. So she'll be fine, but you may hear her whining in the background. Hopefully not, but maybe. Okay, so I'm just trimming all of this down and then we're gonna get this adhered to a card base. I'm using, I believe this is Poppy Parade from Stampin' Up. I will probably finish the last pack I have of this by the end of the season. It's such a fun red, but I think Red Hot from My Favorite Things is pretty close. You guys have heard me say My Favorite Things probably in every single video. I'm just obsessed with their cardstock. I know Gina K has fun cardstock too, but what I love about MFT is that if you get the paper pads, then they coordinate and it's fun. So I adhere the pattern papers down and then I'm adhering this with some mounting foam. And then I decide not to use the cup. So you're gonna see me kind of go through my design process here. There's this cute little banner. And again, this is the Christmas Magic set. So this was from 2019. There's a banner in this set that I decided to bring in that I thought was really, really cute. Sometimes it's kind of hard for me. I'll have a vision and then it's like, well, that's not going to work. Then I thought I would put the cup on the wreath and I didn't really like the way that looked. So in the end, I decided that the wreath is just not going to make it. But here you can see kind of where my thought process was. I love that cute little gingerbread. I thought having this banner would be so cute. And I do think the banner turned out adorable, but it's that cup that I was really having issue with. Plus, I wanted to use some of the candies, but the candies looked massive, like Honey, I Shrunk the Kid massive. Who remembers that movie? I'm dating myself. So I decided to go ahead and add some fun little hearts that come in the kit to the end. And then I'm going to use this, it's figgy pudding, Christmas pudding. We don't have that in the States, so I have no idea what this is supposed to be. Isn't Doodlebug based out of Australia? Or am I dreaming? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to bring in a white card layer for the inside. I think I've mentioned before that I spent one day, a couple of hours, cutting down a ton of white paper to 4x5 1/4 using my Carl cutter. And then I'm going to bring in a shimmer pen, and that's it for that card. So card number 2, we're going to be using this cute Santa who's going in the chimney in this For You little word bubble. So I knew I wanted to use the red and white striped paper from this collection as the background. And I was just trying to play with what he was going to be on, where was he going to be, what I was going to do. And again, I was really trying my hardest not to turn to dies. Sometimes if you can't figure out what you want to do about a layout, if you cut something out, add stitching, you know, maybe cut an oval or something like that, it kind of gets your creative juices flowing. But I knew that I didn't want to do that. So you're going to see me work with some scraps and just play around with something that I haven't played with in a long time. So I love this heart paper, which is also from this Christmas Magic collection, and I'm going to cut that down. I think I cut off 1/2 inch. That way it fit for a frame for Santa. And then I decided to bring in some more of the scraps from this paper pad. And I decided to do something I hadn't done in a hot minute, and that is to make flags. So this is a really fun, simple sketch. You just make a frame and then you use some paper to make flags. So I'm going to cut the greens pretty thin, as you can see there. And then I'm going to trim down the red paper where I've marked it with the pencil. And then I'm going to cut a banner flag at the end of that. I have to say, literally, it's probably been years because I never feel like I do it very well. But this one actually turned out not too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the other part of that card layer I cut for the last card, and scored it at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring in a white layer. I wanted a little bit of contrast between that red and white and the red of the cardstock. So I figured adding a white border would really help it stand out. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and cut the ends of the cardstock. You can see there I was cutting it diagonally, and here you just snip up the middle, then you snip from the edges to meet it. So much fun and so easy. And look how uneven that is. Holy Moses. I told you guys I wasn't great at it, but it still looks cute. It's basically covered. You're looking at the Santa Claus anyway. Homemade card. Listen, if you want perfect cards, you came to the wrong place, y'all. This is crafting in real life. I make mistakes. Sometimes things are a little crooked. It's just real life. So here I am adding that pattern paper to that white, and I'm just going to go ahead and trim around that. And then I'm adding this piece of paper to white as well. And I'm just trimming off the excess on those. We're going to get this paper adhered down with some tape runner. I wanted to adhere this flat. I just think that white paper made all of the difference. It really makes it stand out, and I love it so much. We are going to adhere everything flat except for the sentiment. For you, I think you could add a gift card in this. This would be fun to put in a gift, or throw it in a gift bag completely. If you could turn this design into a tag. I don't make tags because I don't use tags, but you could easily do that. So for this last card, I knew I wanted to use this banner. There was 2 of them. I just thought they were so stinking cute. I had this Santa Claus with the cupcake, and I wanted to use Mrs. Claus. Now this paper, was this from this collection? I honestly can't remember. Here I'm playing around with the Christmas, and initially I thought I was going to use that, but then I decided not to. Again, just kind of leaving in my design process so you can kind of see where my head goes. But I think this paper is it's from one of them. It's just basically again, it's one of those kind of that leans solid because of the tone-on-tone snowflakes that it has. So I'm just going through this. Okay, this is the night before Christmas. So that's where it came from. It didn't come from Christmas Magic. So I have a bag on my desk that I've put all of my cardstock scraps in. And I have been trying to pull from there before I bring in a new page of cardstock. Normally I store my pieces and parts in their perspective or respective, whatever word, there where I store them. So in their paper pockets. But I figured since I'm using a lot of the same colors, it makes sense to keep them in a bag. I can pull out of that bag and not have to worry about going through every single pack of paper that I own. Now, if it's like this and I'm making a card base, then I will pull out a whole sheet. But I do have some cardstock in that bag that would easily be scored at 5.5 and make a portrait style card. So I think I decided to make a white card base. Yeah, I did. So this is a piece of Nina Solar White. I believe it's 110 pound, about a ream off of Amazon. And then everything else is going to be 1/8 of an inch as far as the layers. I really like doing that, especially if I'm going to put a cardstock layer in between the card base and the pattern paper. I just think that works out so much better. It's more pleasing to my eyeballs. And here I am looking for, I'm like, where is the sentiment I wanted to use for this? And again, I'm just adhering all of this down with some tape runner. This tape runner I get off Amazon. I really, really like it. I actually just bought the big expensive, it's like a 12 pack. It's 12 8 packs. Right? It works out to like 75 cents a piece for the refills. So much more inexpensive than buying just one pack of 8. And I mean, I've made a ton of cards and I've gone through a lot of adhesive. So I think it'll be well worth it in the end. Just going to trim off the excess on this banner. I adhered this banner flat. And the same thing as I did earlier, I'll bring in some, I believe, little hearts to add to the end so it looks more finished. This is a little bow also from Twiddler's Nook. It's the same place I got my magnetic paw prints to hold my dies. So I just keep all of the little, like there's stars, there's hearts, there's little candies. Doodlebug includes a lot of that stuff in their chit chats and their odds and ends. So it's really easy to create a scene with some cute things. So here I am looking for a sentiment, and I believe I decide on the Jingle All the Way. It'll be a surprise for both of us. So as I'm doing this, I just want to let you know, thank you so much. This is going up October 1st. Hopefully Monday, you guys will see some more real-time videos from me. It's really going to depend on how my hand is doing. As I mentioned, I will let you know closer to October 1st if these cards are ready in the Etsy shop. But if you want to be notified, make sure you go sign up for an email. It should be on vacation, and then they will notify you when the store opens back up. But that is my goal, and hopefully my hand is good and I can get back to crafting. So you may see some bruising and stuff like that, but I should be fine. Hopefully I will be fine. Fingers crossed I'm fine. So if you want to follow me on Facebook, I have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. Both of those are linked in the description box down below, along with a link to my Instagram and again, a link to my Etsy shop. What else do I need to tell you? That's it. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you think of these cards. Which one's your favorite? Let me know what you are thinking about this series. I have one more video for photo play, but I'm going to go ahead and put that later in the month of October because we've done a lot of these types of cards, and I want to make sure that I'm sprinkling in a little bit of everything. So let me know in the comments again, which one's your favorite? What do you want to see next? I'd love to know. And yeah, I'm gonna get this adhered, and that's really gonna be it after we add some shimmer because it is me and everything has to be sparkly. Is this not like I'm gonna miss the Santa? I like the Santa. I don't like the new Santa as much. So cute. When in doubt, add hearts. And then I decided to bring one. I think I'd bring one to the other side because I wanted it a bit more even. Yeah? Or no? Again, I honestly don't remember. Nope, I do. I think I'm bringing a green one. Or maybe it's red. Could be blue. I don't know. Haha, it's green. I thought so. All right, friends, that's it. Here's a look of a look at all 3 cards in real time. As I've mentioned, you can get this on a cherry on top and scrapbook.com. Hopefully it's still in stock, but you may also be ready to purchase the newest release. Hopefully that's coming soon, but that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really do appreciate you. I hope you guys are having a fantastic first day of October, and I'll see you Monday for another card. Bye for now.